I wasn't doing anything. What's happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Ted 2! Ted 2, of course, stars Mr. Mark Wahlberg, Seth MacFarlane, Amanda Seyfried, Morgan Freeman, there's a couple other people in there, and of course it's written and directed by Mr. Seth MacFarlane. And this is a sequel. We already saw Ted, the first one, which is about a kid who wishes his teddy bear to come to life. He comes to life, and it's magical, and it's great, and everything, but, you know, they just grow up and smoke a lot of weed, drink a lot of booze, and just... It's explicit. And in Ted 2, Ted gets married. He wants to have a child, but sadly he can't because, well, he's not exactly a human being, so he's got to plead a case to become a human being. So in the process, they hire this new lawyer, who's Amanda Seyfried. She helps him out, and pretty much that's the plot right there. And there's just a lot of smoking weed and a lot of boozing and just, yeah. So what did I think of Ted 2? Hey, it was funny. That's pretty much it. I like the first Ted a lot, and of course this one's not as good as the first. You know, that's just a normal thing. Usually when it comes to comedy sequels especially, it never outdoes the first one. The story of Ted 2 kind of is a little like, and what's actually funny, an interesting little side note, I read an interview with Seth MacFarlane. The story for Ted 2 was actually going to be way different. It was gonna be a story about him, Ted and Johnny, you know, Mark Wahlberg's character, traveling across the border to pick up a bunch of weed and to smuggle it back over to America. What does that sound like? We're the Millers, that's right. They were writing the story for Ted 2. They're writing the script, and We're the Millers came out, and they went, oh, fuck. So they had to completely change the story to this story, which was all right. There's a lot of forced jokes, you know, and it was a lot of, I mean, if you're a fan of Family Guy, there's a lot of those kind of jokes too, which of course had me laughing. I didn't have as many belly laughs as I did with the first one, you know, the ones that, you know, belly laughs. There was like one in particular, it was just a random little joke. It was a Lord of the Rings joke that had me laughing probably the most. The good things about Ted 2 is like there's just so much chemistry between Seth MacFarlane and Mark Wahlberg. It's just such a random chemistry because Seth MacFarlane is playing a bear, and when they're actually on screen, I mean, he's not really there, so Mark Wahlberg just has to act with Seth MacFarlane's voice, like off camera, and it just really works. Amanda Seyfried, she also works too when they have their little dynamic and they have to, like, of course, drive somewhere to get to some place and they have their own little thing. That works too. I mean, she's cute. She's really adorable in this movie, but sometimes, yeah, so there's some joke. I mean, in the TV spot, she doesn't know who Sam Jackson is. Come on. And it had the Seth MacFarlane humor. It was crude. It was explicit. It just had all the makings of a Seth MacFarlane movie and, of course, a Ted sequel. So I wasn't going to go too in-depth with this film review. I mean, if you like Seth MacFarlane, go watch it. If you like the first Ted, you'll like this one. It's just not as good, and, you know, like I said, some of the jokes were forced. But overall, you'll have a good time. It's funny. You'll have some laughs, some chuckles, whatever. So go see it if you are a Seth MacFarlane fan. Is it going to go on the wall of favorite movies of 2015? Of course not. It's not, you know, the first one, like I said, was just, it was something new, it was something fresh. This one was kind of just like, okay, they're forcing a sequel. So there you go, guys. There's my review of Ted 2. Like I said, it's a good time. It's a few laughs. Go with some friends that you know are going to laugh, and, you know, if you're going to smoke some stuff beforehand, do it. Let me know if you saw Ted 2 down below in the balls there, and let me know what you thought about it. Also, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my other channel too. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my videos, and of course, follow me on the sock meds. Twitter, Facebook, Google+. Twitter's the best one. All the links are provided down below, guys. Well, all right, I am Dave, the Film Junkie, and this has been a film review of Ted 2, okay? You know, in the beginning, I wasn't really doing anything. I mean, come on. You know, it's just for the joke. All right, well, I'm going to go do that thing again.